Hello, welcome to Book Talk with Kiddo. So guys, I'm sure I've probably done this video many times, but I'm gonna do it again. I have a list of books right here that are my favorite books. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them is book series. There's 8 book series in here. Now I don't have every book to the series. I have them, but not in this list. But I'm just going to show you the first book in the series, and let me know in the descriptions what you think about these books, and if you read any of these books, what was your take on the books? So let's start off with, we got Rachel Hannon, which is called The Beach House, and book 2 is Sunset and Second Chances. I don't have the other ones of these book series, but I do want to get the whole book series of these books. This is a book I checked out from my local library. This one came first. I didn't know this one was the second book to the series. I just thought this was a book called The Beach House. And, it sounded interesting, the cover and the title of the book. And I love the way these words are. Oh my God. She finds out her husband's cheating on her. He promised to buy her a beach house, and they were going to move to the beach house, but come to find out, he was moving another chick in the beach house. Ooh. And she found out and divorced him, and they have 2 daughters that live in different states, going off to college in different places in college. And she meets this guy. She goes and buys her own beach house, fixes it up, meets this guy, and he starts working on the house, and she falls in love with him. Then her ex-husband ends up, I think, being in a car accident, and he needed help. And the girl he was with, that was carrying his baby or had his baby or whatever, decided his wife could help out. She didn't want to help him out because he was handicapped. So she helps him out, but she still doesn't take him back. But that's what he's wanting. And she says no. Now in this one, same characters. And she's not with her ex-husband. Her ex-husband has healed, gone out of her house. She still has a house. And her daughters come down and talk to her. And you have to read the book to find out more. My next favorite book is called Refugee. They're in a country, and you can't leave. There's no way out. You have to stay there, but you can go from this part of this part over here of the country and go over to this part of the country. You can, but you cannot leave that country to go to the Florida. So, excuse me, real quick, for this book here, Goodreads rates it a 4.24 stars. For The Beach House, they rated it at 4.03 stars. This one here, Goodreads rated it a 4.36 stars. This is a good book, but they end up leaving that country and they end up getting on the border of Florida and getting into Florida and I guess having a good life. But it's hard. I bought this book because I seen it on Goodreads and I remember seeing it at the library. I took off and left my house to go to the library just to pick this book up. I got it. I brought it home. I read it. Amazing book. I loved everything about the book. The next book, now, guys, if you've read any of the books by this author, Penelope Douglas. Let me know because this is the only book I've ever read by Penelope Douglas. And Penelope Douglas, if you're watching this video, this is my favorite book of yours. Punk 57. I thought it was going to be a thriller book. No, it's a romance book. I kid myself. But let me tell you, the spice in this book is good. This book was good. I loved this book so much that I actually read this book 3 times. That's how good it is. And Goodreads only rated this at 3.76 stars. I'd at least rated this at least a 4 point something stars. But 3 is pretty good. Very good book. And it talks about a girl in 5th grade and more. Excuse me for belching, but I'm belching up lunch. Really good book. The next book is a young adult book. Okay. I want my daughter-in-law to read this book. This was anyway. I want my daughter-in-law to read this to my grandson. The girl is black, and everybody picks on her, calls her names, teases her, and stuff like that. She, if I'm not mistaken, I think she gets raped in the book, and they beat her up. It's called The Skin I'm In, and I want to read book 2 of this little book. Goodreads rated this a 4.16 stars, which is amazing. This book, I'm not gonna lie, had me in kind of tears because people were picking on her. It's like when I was in elementary school, people called me Mop. They called me Medusa, and they'd go around going circle, circle, dot, dot. And I got my cootie shots. It didn't bother me that they, called me names because I thought it was a compliment because I didn't know any better. Being in 2nd grade, you don't know not too much of why people are calling you name and bullying you in 2nd grade. You don't know that. But that's what they called me, and I didn't take it personally. I thought it was a compliment. And like I said, Goodreads rated that at 4.16 stars. Now, it's bad to make fun of people. It's bad to bully. This next book talks about, I'm not far from Galveston, Texas. Okay, like right around the block from Galveston, Texas. I could actually go out my backyard. Well, my front yard actually. Get in my car and I'm in Galveston. This book talks about what had happened in Galveston years ago. That is Dark Water Rising. This book I checked out from the library. I've seen it again, and the next time I see it again, I want to buy another copy of this book. I would love my book besties to get this book and read it because she's from Pasadena, Texas, just as well as I am. And okay, so Galveston's part of our history, and this you can learn about that massive storm in Galveston. Goodreads rated it as a 3.85 stars. That's not bad, but this was a good book. About the big hurricane flood that we had in Galveston years and years ago. I think it was in I forget what year it was, but in Galveston Bay. But honestly, a very, very good book. And if you were in that storm and you're still alive, amen to that. 3.85 stars for that book. The next one, this book, is by Trent Shelton. This book changed my life. Okay. Back when I was, I'm going to say younger, I would always used to go to stores. I would steal products and still buy products. And I like makeup. I was doing makeup. I was stealing makeup and buying makeup and stealing makeup and buying makeup. They caught me once. The lady said, she's stealing makeup. But then come to find out, I bought the makeup that she thought I was stealing. But she still caught me. I did steal. But I'm good now. And that is The Greatest Shoe. This book talks about Trent, how he was a drug addict, a drunk, and something in him changed his life. And he goes through and he'll tell you all the time. Everybody has a purpose on earth, but you have to find a reason for your purpose. Why does God want you here on this earth? What is your purpose that God wants you here? My brother, the other day I was on the phone talking to my brother, FaceTiming him, and he told me, he says, I'm home from the hospital. Why am I not dead? Is Mom here to take me away? I said, no. She was just watching over you. He said, I could have died years ago, and I didn't. He said, remember my bike accident? Where I was riding my bicycle on the front wheel and I flipped over and scratched up my face really bad and got knocked out, couldn't breathe. And, they couldn't wake me up at first and they thought I was a goner. I could have died then. He said, but sis, I saw the angels and they came and brought me back. My brother was a teenager. He was actually in high school. I believe he was in either high school or junior high, whatever it was. I think he was in high school. And we had our Halloween carnival and Halloween costume contest. I was dressed up as a genie, and my brother, they thought that was fake and was a costume, but it was for real. And he won the contest, and he didn't even go to that school. Anyway, my next favorite book is a book series book. I have the whole series sitting right over there behind me, and that is by Emily McIntyre, and that's Hooked. My book bestie was reading this book, and, well, of course, reading it, but I've got another copy up here that she gave me because she has this copy, and she bought that book again. Oh, sorry, Chica. I read the book. I read all the books. Fell in love with this book. Read the rest of the books. Fell in love with it. For this book, for the book Greatest Shoe, Goodreads rated it a 4.24 stars. For this book, Hook, Goodreads rates it a 3.77 stars. Come on. That book is just as good as The Greatest Shoe. I've read the book Hook twice because I was reading book 2 after I read this one because I was going to reread the whole book series. I stopped. I literally stopped. But anyway, the next book is a book series, and it's book 1 in the series, plus I'm reading the second book, The Mate. This is Ali Hazelwood, The Bride. Goodreads rated 3.99 stars. I love this. This is one of my favorite books by Ali Hazelwood. Just like Penelope Douglas, if there's another Ali Hazelwood book that you think is better, well, not better, but as good as the book The Bride, and as good as the book Punk 57, let me know. Next, Summer Hot Tub Party. I'm actually reading the second book in the series because I didn't finish it. So, and then I still got over here the third book to read in that one because I started the second book but did not finish it. Okay, I love Colleen Hoover. Favorite book by her was Verity. This is the first book I read by Colleen Hoover. Woo! The spice in this book. Hello. 3.73 for yes, I'm gonna turn pretty. Goodreads rated this book a 4.29 stars. And I rated this book a 5 stars for a 5-star read for me. This book, Colleen Hoover, amazing. I've read some of your other books. That one I really got into. I tried to get my best book besties to read it, and she, I think, had the book, but couldn't get into it. The next one, The Crave. I'll say The Crave, it's not The Crave. Take a Bite. The Crave book series by Tracy Wolff. Goodreads rated this a 3.76 stars. I gave it a 5 stars for the book series. Love the book. And definitely, I know it's thick, but I would read this book again. The paperback is not as thick as the hardback. I will say that. Next, first book of the series by Stephanie Gerber, we got Carve Out. I audiobooked this. Then I turned around and read the book. And my husband goes, "You just read that book." I said, "I audiobooked it. Now I'm reading it." And Goodreads rated this a 3.97 stars. Very good book. We're here talking about game mimes. And, oh my God. It's just good. You have to read it if you haven't read it. If you have, let me know in the comments your thoughts. The next book is a young adult book as well, middle age probably. It's the series is called Sisters of All Seasons by Lisa William Kane, and this one is Summer of Wolves, the first book in the series. I bought the 5th book in the series first and read it, but I was at a Christian bookstore when I saw the book, and I bought it to read it. The second book of this series, because they sent me 2 books when I ordered the second book. They sent me 2 of them. One I got for myself, the other one I'm giving to my book besties. And hopefully she likes it and she'll go out and get the other one of these books because they're not thick and they're nice. And Goodreads rated this one a 3.84 stars. A totally good book. All the books were good. I do want to reread this whole book series. It's about mom and dad split up, got divorced, and one of the girls' mother ends up with the other girl's father. They get married, and she's stepsisters and they argue and fight. Then eventually, they become best friends, and you'll have to find out what series that one where they did become friends. Last but least book is best-selling global phenomenon. It's by M.A.F.I. and it's first book in the series, and that's Shatter Me. Look at the straight edges of that book. That book is amazing. And when you take it off, I am not insane. I am not insane. It takes place in an asylum sane. And it's so good. Just look at that book. It is such an amazing book. And y'all know me, I usually tape this together. No. Another good book. I'm going to set this book over here. I have one. Another good book. Oh. By the way, Goodreads rated this book a 3.86 4 stars. Should have been more than that. I love that book. It is amazing book. So these are some of my favorite books that I love and Book Series books. Go check them out. And if you're on Goodreads, look me up. All right? Till next time. Bye, guys.